Hey, we're Bird Calls, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Akea,
And I'm Risha.
and we are back reacting to episode 5 of The Residence. All right, we ended off with Cordelia has a call from across the street.
Yes, we found blood splatter in the room that's not being
Renovated.
renovated, but there
Right.
was paint to cover the blood splatter, and now we got a call from across the street.
Let's do it.
What did he say?
He said he wanted to talk to you.
He said me.
You. Well, he didn't say me. You see what I mean? He said he wanted to talk to the person in charge.
Isn't that the president?
Good point.
Thank you.
Calm down. Do they not hug you enough over at Quantico?
He said the person in charge of the investigation.
He knows there's an investigation?
See, I want to say good point, but now you've ruined it.
He wanted to talk to the detective.
Oh,
Like, I didn't talk to him directly. It's all a little...
who did he talk to?
Do you have an AirPod in right now?
Yes.
Are you listening to something?
Yes.
What are you listening to?
Podcast about bread making. But there's also like a lot
my
about celebrity
God.
real estate.
What time did he call?
First call to the White House switchboard was at around 2, and then he called a few times after that.
How many times?
31.
What?
Do you like brioche?
Well, oh my
God.
God.
Shh.
Come in.
Okay.
You're the one who called.
Yeah.
Oh,
You saw
okay.
something.
Yes.
At the White House.
Yes.
Binoculars.
Tell us about it.
Detective Cupp.
Are those his parents?
Why are they dead to the world? What did you do to them?
Tell us what you saw.
I think we should probably have an adult present, no?
Detective Cupp even had Agent Trask move the dad because he was snoring.
What is happening? Why are they this deeply asleep?
Trip to D.C. so that he could take a tour of the White House because he loves the White House. The tour was canceled. So they switched hotels to the Hay Adams. Lucy could at least get a great view of the White House,
Wow.
even though what he really wanted was a tour.
Can I get a tour?
No.
Aww.
He'd been watching everything from that window since
Since
6, just to see what he could see.
It's a state dinner, right?
Yes.
Hasn't been an Australian state dinner since 2006.
What did you see?
Can I talk to you alone?
Why?
I don't like the look of them.
Fair.
Future president right there.
Wait outside.
Ah,
A flashing red light
Where?
in the window.
Which
what
window?
window?
Room 301.
How do you
Why
know
do you
which
know the room?
After the Truman Restoration, it was a bedroom. Under President Johnson, it was turned into a gym.
Okay, fine. Architect.
Tell me about the light.
It was flashing, but it was also moving around, up and down and side to side.
How long?
15 to 20 seconds. Then it went away. Then I saw it again. I want a tour.
No. What time?
I have information you need.
I don't need this information.
Why are you here?
Fair.
What's your mom's name?
Sydney.
Sydney.
No, stop.
Time did you see the light?
Why can't parents wake up?
Sydney.
Stop.
What time?
9:46 and then again at 9:51.
You called us after that.
I was worried.
About a flashing red.
What happened over there tonight?
Nothing happened.
No one has left.
It's a good party.
Not for the dead person they brought up the front.
You knew he was watching.
Right.
And they didn't even have that body covered.
The parents could just be dead right now.
You have a business card.
That has all my
Of course.
information on it. You know, for things like this.
Right.
Ultimately, though, he needs the tour. He's in town for the tour.
That's what he said he saw.
Yes, I don't know how it connects exactly, but
Unbelievable.
what?
Flashing red lights?
Brake lights.
From the cars on 16th Street driving away from the White House, reflecting back on the White House.
No.
It's the most enduring conspiracy theory in Washington. The flashing red lights in the windows of the White House.
You know I missed all those sections.
Would I call the White House 31 times if
Absolutely
I saw?
not. No, this is very him.
What happened when you returned?
Well, people had some questions.
What people?
Right. Why are all these people around me right now? Did I really just walk through the front
Right?
door?
There's not another entrance?
You can send them home.
No, I can't. Not yet.
Where's Hugh
Have you ever heard
Jackman?
about the flashing red lights in the windows of the White House?
The brake lights on 16th Street?
Really?
I think it's brake lights, not stop lights.
Where have I been?
Places with birds.
Right. I don't think that's what he saw, brake lights. He only saw them twice. If there were brake lights, he would have been seeing them all night.
All night,
Right.
yeah.
What do you want to do?
I need to talk to Harry Hollinger.
What do you need me to do?
Stop anybody from talking to me.
What about, say, Kylie Minogue?
Do I want to talk to her right now?
If Kylie Minogue appears on the screen.
Oh my god.
Detective Cupp, I just wanted to say I really appreciate everything you're doing here tonight.
You're supposed to be asleep. You're staying here.
She can't go upstairs though.
Oh, true.
I wasn't supposed to be performing
Right.
tonight.
We know.
Right.
Did anyone tell you that?
Yes.
A lot.
100% true. Lily Schumacher and her energy healer, St. Pierre, had a different musical guest.
We did hear this a couple episodes ago?
Bad Bunny
Yeah.
for this.
Love it.
Lana Del Rey.
Obsessed.
Cat Stevens.
Who?
Hugo.
Are these real?
This man.
Harry Styles.
Harry's house.
Harry's White House!
Like everything that night, the list kept changing. But then, literally 2 hours before the dinner starts, she says, we're screwed.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Screwed.
Again, this was our fault.
Nobody wants to play in this shitty house. Nobody. Not Billy, not Cardi, definitely not.
Cardi?
Cardi?
Elliot Morgan was panicked, and it was AB who stepped in. It was his idea to approach Miss Minogue. Couldn't have been more gracious.
Oh.
Her only ask was that she got the Lincoln bedroom.
I would love to just sneak upstairs and get a few hours.
Now?
Yes.
No.
What? Why not?
It's a crime scene.
I thought this guy died on the 3rd floor.
Hugh wants to pop upstairs for a second and lie down.
What?
Hugh Jackman?
Yes.
Hugh Jackman is staying there?
Before you say no.
No!
Listen, the last place in the world I want to be is between you and Hugh Jackman.
Maybe the first place.
I thought her bedroom was on the 3rd floor.
I think it is, but she's saying, like, I should be able to go to the bedroom, which is hilarious because mother-in-law of the president is up there and so is the brother.
It's 4:30 in the morning, Detective Cupp.
Keep talking to someone else besides me about this case, we're gonna have a problem.
Where's Harry Hollinger? Is he up here? We're doing a really lousy job keeping people away from me.
Well, you need to stop walking through main areas.
We promised Ms. Minogue the Lincoln bedroom. Can we just let her use it?
No.
I can't have anybody going upstairs.
You've been going upstairs.
Do you think you're me?
I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Get up.
Have you been in room 301 tonight?
I don't know what that
okay.
is.
It's the room across the hall from you. Whose bedroom is this?
No, it's being renovated.
So you do know it.
I know there's a room across the hall from me that's being renovated.
It's not being renovated. President and Mr. Morgan asked the staff to make it look like it was being renovated because there was someone they didn't want to stay here.
You didn't want my sister to stay here?
It's not about her personally.
Not the point.
You haven't been in that room?
No! I can't believe this.
Jackie Kennedy did it.
Did what?
Never been in there.
Are you sure?
Never.
No.
Do you know what room 301 is?
No.
I don't know. She's been out of this room, to be quite honest.
I haven't left this room in a month.
Okay.
And the only reason I would ever leave would be if my son's husband was coming for a visit.
The President of the United States.
Oof. Would you hand me the remote, please? I don't like watching things with birds. They scare me. Oh, God. You're one of those bird people, aren't you?
I'm sure it's murder, Mr. Holmes. The door was locked.
Hey!
Has a key.
Do you consider this loud?
Your voice?
Oh, is her hearing off?
When I talked to you earlier, you said your TV was loud when you heard the thump next door.
Very loud.
Why?
You married?
No.
Ever?
No.
You don't seem like someone who would enjoy it.
Thank you.
I meant that as a compliment.
Yeah, that's why I said thank you.
I was trying to drown out the yelling in the hallway.
Okay, really? You couldn't have said that?
Smarter than the rest of them.
Who was yelling?
You know it, too.
I do. What yelling?
An argument.
Between who?
AB.
And?
Yelling?
Who
the hell said that?
Oh, God.
You're yelling now?
You didn't tell me you were fighting with AB Winter tonight.
Because I wasn't.
What were you fighting about?
We weren't fighting. I clogged the toilet.
He said he was going to call someone in, and he did. I don't know what that old prune is talking about. We didn't fight. We never fought. I mean, how do you fight with A.B. Winter?
He's had a lot of people fighting with him.
Is that true that Trip Morgan and A.B. Winter always got along?
They hated each other.
Lily, please.
Lily can't tell me.
AB didn't think like that. He was too much of a professional. He was disappointed by his presence and the difficulty he created for the house.
Okay.
Why is he here?
It's his brother. What kind of question is that?
Why is he here?
What version do you want?
I want the middle of the night. I'm trying to solve a murder, and I've got the director of the FBI and Kylie Minogue breathing down my neck version.
Not to mention, why are we acting like it's normal for a sibling to be living at the White House with the president?
After the China debacle.
Still no sign of President Morgan's young who went missing last Friday afternoon.
Missing?
On a motorcycle trip through a remote region of western Tibet.
He had enough at that point. He had two choices. He could come live in the White House, stay out of the news, and get his
shit together. Or the president would cut him loose if he got in trouble with the law. He'd bring the hammer down.
So he's a hostage?
You're saying I can stay here?
Yes, right around the corner.
What? No. Hold on, dude. You said this house.
This house. That corner right there.
I don't have to pay for shit.
No.
And all I have to do is... What exactly?
Not be a crazy fucking asshole. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, no deal.
What?
What?
No fucking deal, Perry. I'm not gonna have my freedom taken away by you.
Everything okay in here?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, walk away.
I am.
You've been doing this my whole life, acting all better than me just because Mom decided to have you first.
Okay, well, we didn't exist, right? So
Decided to have you first.
I ought to kick your fucking ass like I used to.
Okay, well, you never kicked my ass.
Well, there's a first time for everything then.
What?
Come on.
Oh my
come
god,
on.
airtime. Okay.
The trip.
Boom!
Where is Secret Service?
Right,
Oh, okay.
There we go. There we go.
There's no way someone should be able to jump me like that. I'm sorry.
In Paradise, he would have never connected.
For real.
He moved in, basically so everyone could keep an eye on him. The deal was absolutely no drinking and no drugs.
How was that gone?
From a political perspective, fine. He doesn't leave much. He does a lot of meditation. He's writing a book on salt. AB was the one who had to manage his shit, and it wasn't always easy.
There are things you just don't do in the White House. You don't just go and hang out with the staff.
Twinkies.
You don't use the White House physician who is here for the president for your own personal.
It's spread all over my torso, man.
What is?
The fucking rash.
Is this the same rash you didn't have yesterday?
I just need 100 Klonopin, Doc.
Okay.
100.
But I will say, for the most part, he seemed to be doing better lately. Until tonight.
What happened tonight? Why didn't you invite him to the state dinner?
My brother?
Yes.
Trip. You've met Trip, and you're asking why I didn't invite him to a state dinner?
I mean,
Harry.
yeah.
He didn't want to go. You don't want to go?
To the dinner? Well, I guess I
A
thought...
state dinner.
This really doesn't seem like a place that he would want to be. Like,
Why are you guys on the phone, though?
Was thinking it might be cool to...
No, not those. Wait, what?
Where are you right now?
Right.
I could come down.
Right.
No. Don't.
I thought because Mom was from Australia and I've been feeling better.
Absolutely.
Oh.
I totally understand you not
Oh
wanting
my
to
God.
come tonight.
Yep.
I'll send you up a plate.
Cool.
Oh, he's dressed. Oh.
oh, that's actually sad. Oh.
You seem fine to me.
I want AB Winter up here now.
That was sad.
And then he took his anger out on AB.
I had to take a okay? This is what human beings do, dude, okay? You are Old Man Robot from Planet Usher, so maybe that isn't familiar to you.
I'm sorry. It has really seemed like AB has had a very abusive life.
Did things get a little heated? Yeah, okay, yeah, a little bit.
You're taking things from the house.
I'm not taking anything.
Gosh, another thief in the home. Oh my god.
Would you prefer I not use a robe?
That's not the only other choice. Pillows.
Oh my god.
What I have here are things that are essential for life, okay? That's it. Clothing, salt. What do you want me to get, scurvy? I'm not taking anything important.
Jesus. Why?
Why to any of it?
I have to tell your brother.
I'll call him and tell him. Huh? Yeah, I'll tell him. And I'll also tell him I took the most epic of my life up here.
He's just crying out for attention.
Please don't tell my brother. I'm begging you. All right, I'll return everything. And I'll stay in my room from now on, I swear to God. Dude, if you tell my brother about any of this, I'm f***ing done. My life is over. Dude, I'm not gonna f***ing make it.
We know.
He got the work hard gene. I didn't get that. My parents encouraged me to get into video games and drugs. It'll give you some direction, they said. Oh, we had a dog. Couldn't stand me. Bit me at least a dozen times. You know what my mom did? She went back to the same breeder and got another dog. And that one time I asked my dad if he loves me as much as my brother. It was like, more. So much more. He had his eyes closed, dude. He thought I was Perry.
Oh, no.
What?
I honestly don't know what's wrong with me. Is there something wrong with me? I just wanted to be a boy. I had that asshole next to me. Be better, do more, be great. I'm not f***ing great. Isn't it okay to not be great at something?
I will say, being the normal brother next to the president.
I'm sending up an engineer to fix the toilet.
Thank you.
Being the normal doesn't mean doing what you've been doing.
Again, he's just crying out for attention. If he's not going to get it in a good way, he's going to get it in a bad way.
Harry,
why are you there?
In the room that he wasn't supposed to be in?
It was a fight. All right, I admit it.
Sorry, where was Harry?
Holy, do you think I have something to do with this?
No.
Not really.
This fight, it happened way before he was killed.
You know what time he was killed?
No. I'm not saying that.
Have you ever been inside room 301?
What's 301?
Right around the corner, the northeast corner.
Why does she keep saying this?
I don't know where the f I am, lady. I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
Have you been in room 301 tonight?
I haven't gone anywhere. I've been right fucking here.
Can anybody vouch for that?
AB.
The dude who came up to look at the toilet earlier, he was up here. He saw me.
I didn't see him.
Woo!
Be careful, dude, because that is gnarly.
I went into the bathroom and I got to work.
900 robes,
He was
man. I took
talking for a while, ranting.
Of course I'm gonna take some salt shakers. You know what I mean?
At some point, I realized I hadn't heard him in a while. When I came back out, he was gone.
What time was that?
9:30, maybe.
Oh?
Take a look at that wacko engineer. The dude wouldn't shut the up about Winter.
Yeah.
How he was dragged in on his son's birthday. I mean, I got so sick of listening to it, I had to leave the room.
So you did leave the room?
So everybody in the White House has a little lying problem.
Yeah, what is wrong with them?
I did go downstairs for a minute.
Downstairs.
We did see him downstairs
Yes,
too. We saw him walking
with the
around.
kangaroos.
Right.
Why would I kill A.B. Winter?
He was going to tell your brother about all the trouble you were causing. Your life would be ruined. Literally what you just said.
Mm-hmm. He didn't do it.
No.
I'm too stupid and too up to do this, and you know it.
She's like, that's fair.
I win because I'm a complete fucking loser.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Is that the light?
A flashing red light
Where?
in the window.
Which window?
Room 301.
I was gonna go with the Apple Watch. Not sold on that Tim Cook dude at all.
Trip Morgan? That's the president's brother.
I am aware of this.
You think that...
No. I don't know.
He's interesting.
What?
We've got a situation downstairs.
Oh my god.
I love saying that.
Is this
If it
Kylie?
has anything to do, right.
I'm not talking about Kylie or Hugh.
They're demanding to be let in.
You mean they're demanding to be let out?
And who's
trying to
they?
get in?
Valentina Mota.
Who are you?
Valentina Mota. This is my husband, Loren.
Thank you.
What are you doing down here?
Please state your name.
Liz Hollenbeck.
Oh, hey. Haven't seen you in a minute.
Two Washington socialites who arrived at the east entrance a little after 6:15 and then met the president in the receiving line.
Okay.
Not bow. Did you bow? Oh.
Tried to leave the party early. It turns out that they had snuck into the White House.
Wow.
And how the do you sneak into the White House?
Two people crashed the party. I told Lily Schumacher.
Oh.
Of course.
This was a catastrophic security failure, and it set off a huge scramble. Lily just walked away from it, like it had nothing to do with her. Hollinger wanted them out of the house. AB insisted they be held.
Right, they don't need to be let out. We need to figure out how the they got in.
Nobody leaves the White House before the end of the evening. I've never seen him so stubborn about anything.
And they've been in this room the whole night?
Yes.
Why not just call the police or something?
I know they really should have been turned over to the FBI.
I'm gonna need a background check on the Motas right now, and I want a thorough check of everyone upstairs. Are there any other uninvited guests here? Why was it so important to Winter to keep the Motas here?
AB thought he was being set up.
Set up?
Encouraged to break protocol and then be hung out to dry for it. Maybe even lose his job.
By who?
Someone who needed to be official.
Harry Hollinger.
Oh, Harry.
AB Winter and Harry Hollinger were not in a good place tonight, Detective Cupp. There's something I should have told you about Harry and AB.
That's everybody. Okay.
Day before the state dinner, AB went up to the second floor to tell a group of men who were gathered to meet with the president that the president was going to be running late. AB went into the room, slipped in quietly, and waited for an opportunity to tell them about the president running late.
You slipped into a conversation in the White
But I mean,
House?
also, they didn't hear any.
Mr. Bing looked up, and when he realized Winter was standing there and that he may have been standing there for a while, he panicked and accused him of spying.
God.
Told him to
Get the f out. What the hell were you doing in there, AB?
Listen to me very carefully. okay? You did not hear anything that was said in that room.
I didn't hear any of it. I literally didn't hear it.
When we're in a room, the White House staff,
We don't hear anything.
I can't tell you how many rooms I've been in where I know sensitive things are being discussed.
Which is why it was so crazy that Sheila was calling the old first lady and telling her what was going on in the house.
But she didn't hear anything.
It just ain't in there. I have no idea what you were talking about, and I don't care. But I do care about what you're insinuating. I apologize for any misunderstanding, Mr. Hollinger. If you'd like me to reassure Mr. Bing or Mr. Root, I am, of course, happy to do it.
Keep your mouth shut.
If I see one more person talk to AB crazy, it's like, damn.
Found AB in his office a little while later, just kind of staring off into space. Pretty sealed off.
Yo, so you'd have to get tired at some point. Jesus.
It was so unfair. After so much with these guys, not the Morgan so much, the people around them. Honestly, couldn't even tell you what his reaction was. He looked tired.
Fair.
Does Harry Hollinger know you know about this?
He knew.
Harry Hollinger? You were just in here telling me about Trip Morgan and the flashing red light.
Yes.
Puts him in the window in the room where we have blood.
It puts that watch
Exactly.
in there.
These are the pieces I'm trying to put together.
You are flying very close to the sun here, Cordelia.
We're in the White House. Everything was going to be
agree.
close.
Agree.
Harry Hollinger, the president's best friend,
has a meeting in the treaty room with the director of the CIA and Walpole Bing.
and they're talking about something sensitive.
A.B. Winter enters the room to do his job, and he's accused of spying.
Harry Hollinger chases him down the hallway after Bing tells him
To get the fuck out.
and tells him that he didn't hear any of that.
Keep your fucking mouth shut.
Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Carpenter Eddie Gomez reports hearing Winter in his office. He sort of,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell them everything.
Also reports seeing Harry coming down the stairs from Winter's office just seconds later.
Mr. Hollinger was right behind me.
Hollinger was
Going for 22 minutes.
Right around the time we know that Winter died. Harry Hollinger was the one who wanted to call this a suicide as quickly as possible.
It's a suicide.
Yeah, but who's he protecting?
Looking for political documents.
Question, Senator Bix?
Do I have a question? Yes.
Oh.
I have a lot of questions.
But here's my question, Mr. Chairman. Where is Cordelia Cupp?
Birding?
What? Oh my God. Every time one of these episodes ends, I swear.
Well, it was a good lead up to an end of an episode, so I get it.
I didn't think it was about to end. I will say these episodes really do go fast because I legit thought this episode probably had another 20 minutes left. Okay.
No, I mean, it was a good, that's what I'm saying. It was a good lead up to the end of the episode, so respect. I feel like that was such a bridge episode because obviously we learned a lot, but I think we're all, like you and I, we're on the same page. I don't think Harry did it. No. But I do think Harry's protecting someone. I'm still on Elliot.
Yeah. And I think he's just got a lot of secrets. He's obviously hiding a bunch. We just don't know what specifically.
Which, when you're the president's best friend, like, that's not that weird. But it's like all this A.B. Winter interaction that seems really unnecessary. I would also say A.B. is the head usher, but this other woman, whose name I can't believe I don't recall after all this, she's what, like the assistant usher? Weren't there multiple assistant ushers? Why is the head usher responsible for the brother, the relaying information to Harry Hollinger? Like, I feel like AB needs to really consider delegating.
Well, I mean, it sounds to me like I mean, he probably was a slight control freak, which is fine, but it's like, I don't know. This episode was also kind of sad just because, one, you just saw AB getting abused over and over and over again, and we've been seeing him get abused. Yes, but then also the brother, like, going all sentimental for a second was kind of like, aw. So
I mean, to a certain extent, when you're saying like you were dealt the same hand as your brother. That you actually grew up in the exact same home. So I hear you. I'm gonna hear you out. I think there's a lack of accountability that's happening. But
For sure.
I hear you. Being the brother to the president must be taxing.
Well, yeah, I do think he needs to realize that there is a middle ground between
Mhm.
Cupp and president.
Like, he's saying, can I be normal? Yes, you can. You can.
There's a middle ground.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, you be like, can I just be a normal guy? Absolutely. I wish you would. That's what they want. That's what they want. So, yeah, I didn't feel sorry for him, but like I said, I would hear him out.
Right. Well, he obviously needs to be talked to, and I think that's the thing. It's like, has therapy been involved? Ever?
No, he doesn't leave the room. Because when he does, he steals things.
Right.
That's why I'd be like telling him, I'd be like, listen, from one younger sibling to another, you're just being a little weird.
Again,
you need to reel it in a little bit. You need to reel it in a little bit.
You don't need to go that hard, except for, again, he just wants attention. I think he just wants attention. And
I do think it's messed up that he was dressed for the dinner and couldn't go to the dinner. I will say that. That was sad.
That was sad. That was a gut.
Yeah.
Like, ugh. Yeah.
But the rest of it was like, I don't know what I'm missing here that you feel like you were done dirty. But yeah, ready for the next one.
All right. So we're still in Elliot. I think we're both still in Elliot.
I'm still in Elliot.
Cool. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching episode 5 with us. Definitely check out the rest of the playlist. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you see. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
We're bird calls, bird calls, bird calls. That's what we do.